Hello. It's I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? I don't know. Thursday, Friday, something like that. Thursday.
Thursday.
I haven't vlogged for ages. We've been busy.
Look, the new curtains.
Yeah, they've seen the curtains. We are in the process of sorting the office out. Finally got the table in today. I had a guy come and look at my shoe cupboard this morning. He said he's going to come back Monday and get it all to fit for me. Oh, don't, I'm too hot. But yeah, the table in the office is in place finally. I measured and checked it before I actually tried to put it in place, and it turns out the window is exactly the same length as the tabletop. And yeah, it didn't fit. It was too long, the tabletop. So I took a chunk out the window frame. Not a very big chunk, it's literally like a mil, maybe 2 mil out of just one side so that it would fit. It's in. I haven't put the legs on the middle of the table yet, but I will do that later on tonight. I've got to clear off, because I'm using the legs off of my current table, and there's a long table with an Alex drawers at either end, but because it's so long and I'm going to obviously be putting like my Mac and a load of other stuff on there, I need to put legs in the middle as well, and I'm going to use the legs off of my old desk to do that. So I need to clear off my old desk, take the legs off, or take the desk off the unit, take the legs off, and then put the legs on my new desk, and then I can put everything back on the new desk.
Mum,
so for a while I'm going to have like my Mac and a load of other stuff just sat on the bloody floor while I do this, but I'll probably do it tonight. So what we're going to do now is we are going to brush teeth, because Daryl hasn't brushed his teeth yet.
And I'm going to help you put some stuff on the
new desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the keyboard, the mouse, some other things, and
my little statues you're going to do as well, aren't you?
Yeah, and even the box with the brush.
Oh. So yeah, we're going to do teeth, and then we're going to go out.
No.
Yeah.
I want to go to where Callie's park is.
Would you like to go and see Callie?
Yeah, and then we go to the park.
Because we're going to see Callie. So I started this new thing recently that I thought I'd tell you guys about. I brush my legs. Right, what this is, I read about this online. Hang on, I'm just going to try and put you down a sec. I'm going to do this. Yeah, basically, I read about this online, and what you do is when you get up in the morning, you brush your locks. Okay, and what this helps do is it helps distribute the natural oils in your scalp all the way down. This is a soft ball bristle brush. Now, it's supposed to help with the frizzies as well. I've only been using it this is like my 3rd day, I think. I tell you what, it's really nice to actually brush my hair. But I can't remember when I last had hair this long that required brushing.
Mum, I think it was
like 20 years ago. And the idea is that you brush from scalp all the way down, and it helps distribute your natural oils through your hair, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So that's something I'm trying. My hair does feel softer as a result, and I've only been doing it a few days, so it feels really, really good. The other thing I'm doing is I've got this. I look like Brainiac when I've got this on. Basically, it's a sleep bonnet, and it's made of satin, so it's really soft. And I pile up all my hair tight so that it's out of the way, basically, sort of like on top of my head. And then I put my bonnet on top, and it holds all my dreads in place, which stops them rubbing against my cotton sheets or my cotton pillowcases. And that should help cut down on all of this frizzy that I've got going on. I've also ordered some new shampoo from Crafter Elena, so I'm looking forward to getting that. What else? Yeah, so when that comes, I can start washing my hair. And
there's like a thing you put your bum on, and then
a death slide type thing. Yeah, so when that comes, I'm going to give my hair a good wash, and I'm going to start treating it with oils and that, because the reason I've got frizz like this is because my hair's dry, and that's why dreadheads get frizzy, basically, because when we dread our hair we stop using conditioning products. So the issue with that then, of course, is that it allows your hair to be a bit rougher, which allows the knots to happen, but it means my hair is now dry. So I'm going to use
this is how I am.
a Raw Roots shampoo bar that Crafty Elena sells. I can get it on Amazon, but it's cheaper to get it from Crafty Elena, so I'm going to get it from her. She's in Manchester. I don't know where she's from. She's not English. She's got a strong accent, but she's lovely. She's got dreads down past her ass, and she does like really nice videos online. So yeah, I've ordered a bar of that. I'm going to give that a try. It's a bar shampoo, not a liquid shampoo. Shh, please, I'm talking. And then once I've washed my hair, I will do some maintenance and pull in all my loosey goosey ones. I get most of the, well, I get the ones on top. I get the ones on top most of the time. I don't tend to get the ones around the back or underneath there where it's really bad. I've got my little baby dread under here somewhere. There's a little tiny little baby one there. It's like it is like an inch long. And that's made up of new growth. At the moment I haven't extended it because I ran out of extensions, but I don't know where she's going to. Elle said she was going to send me her hair. She shaved her head recently for charity, which was brilliant, and she said she was going to send me her hair so that I could extend my lock, but she hasn't done. So I don't know whether she's going to or not, or whether she was just sort of joking about it, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm really happy with my hair at the moment. I love it. I really love it.
I'm watching a film which there are 2 aliens.
Oh, we're not talking about your film now. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his hair soon. And when I've cut his hair, I'm going to thicken these 2 locks that are made with his hair. Because the issue I keep having is I've got really thin spots like this. And this lock really needs to be like this thick all the way down. And it's weak because it's not thick and because the hairs that make it up are only like a couple of inches long. So I'm going to wait maybe if I can, a couple more weeks, get his hair as long as possible and then cut it all off. And reinforce my dreads with it.
I'm going
You're going to cut it all off? No, not yet. So right, time to brush his teeth and get going.
Bye.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Which noise hurts my ears.
Hi. Oh, really? What you doing? What are you doing? She thinks this is good. She should tell you when you're on the changing table. Yes, she should. Because you talk loads. Don't ya? Yes. What you doing? You're not even smiling anymore.
No, it's not you.
What are these?
Tiny pea.
Oh, what are these? Do you know what these are? These are stinky feet. Stinky feet. Stinky feet. Stop straining. Stop straining. Yeah.
Pretend I saw one of your boy parts. And I scratched it. To tell
Stinky feet.
they all were.
Stinky feet.
It's the... tell me when it's body parts are. Or scratch it.
Stinky feet. They're a bit sweaty. They do smell a little bit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah. Really? Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go? Oh. You're not doing it. You're normally smiley and gabbly. Yeah. What? Are you gonna eat it? You pooed. You pooed. Yes, that is the exact noise you make when you poo. You go.
Well, you did accuse him of having really stinky farts while you were feeding him.
I gaga. Yeah, is that so? Is that right? Yeah. Not the noise I expected.
Lone Ranger in the other room.
What's it doing? Oh, what's it doing? Oh, really? Yeah? What are you saying then? Is that right? Is that right, is it? Is that right? Do you know who's up there? That's Eeyore. You don't care about Eeyore anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Really? You're so chatty. Yeah. This is what I heard this morning when I woke up.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah. Oh. Is that right? You button that back up. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah. What's that Daryl doing? What's that Daryl doing? He's so noisy. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. What's he doing? Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that right? You kicking your nappy? You kicking your nappy? Yeah.
Good morning. It is, what is it? It's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. I'm not dressed. So what? I don't care. I had a really, really bad night. I got a little bit sloshed last night. I had about 3 or 4 drinks. Just because what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? I had a good day. I spent the afternoon. Daryl and I went over to see Callie and Rob and Nathaniel, and I got lots of smiles and he cooed at me and it was great. We went to the park and Daryl ran around like a complete and total loon. And then I spent the evening catching up on my steps. I did a bit of knitting and I watched the X-Files. So it was really great and I had a really, really good day. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to spoil myself. So I went over the road and I bought pizza, which I shouldn't eat because it makes my tummy funny. But yes, I bought pizza and I bought vodka and I just had a really nice day. And then I went to bed and the itching started because I drank cola and alcohol. And I itched 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 and I picked my phone up and scrolled through Facebook for a bit to try and distract myself, and then I found myself going like that and I put my phone down and then I itched and I itched and I itched some more and I said, oh, fuck it, and I got up and I took a Piriton and a couple of paracetamol. And thankfully that did the trick and I finally did pass out. I'm surprised, to be honest, that I've not scratched myself bloody. That is one of the benefits of acrylic nails, you guys. If you suffer from psoriasis that looks something like this.
Hi.
Hi, Daryl.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm watching Pokemon.
Pokemon. Okay.
Pokemon.
So yeah, if you suffer from psoriasis, this is bad at the moment because I have been drinking Coke because I am so naughty. Yeah, and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh yeah, and you scratch, which I do. Get acrylic nails because your own nails are thin, right? And that's what causes your skin to bleed because you scratch and you scratch and you scratch and you make your skin bleed. And then the psoriasis, for those that don't know, psoriasis is actually like an autoimmune type thing and your body mistakenly thinks there's something wrong with your skin. So it adds skin cells on top, which is what the little hard placky, that mark there on my arm. Yeah, I caught that on one of my new cabinets. But that's why you get this placky look, because it's adding skin cells on top of perfectly normal, healthy skin. But your immune system thinks there's something wrong with it. So it adds these skin cells, and for some reason, it itches when you've got these new skin cells. I'm very lucky in that mine doesn't itch all the time. It itches when I have caffeine, when I have Coke. Excuse me. So you scratch it. Yeah, and your body goes, oh, there's something wrong because she's scratching. I'm going to add more skin cells on top. And then you've got that cycle. Adding skin cells, you scratch it, your body thinks there's something wrong, so it adds more skin cells. And you scratch because it fucking itches. And it does. It is the worst itch in the world because it doesn't stop. And you scratch and you scratch and you scratch and it's like that perverse, nice feeling. Yeah, where you scratch it and scratch it and scratch it. And you're like, oh God, it's like probing when you've had a tooth out, you know? It is perversely good. It's the only way I can describe it. It is almost sexually perverse. Do you know what I mean? It is, yeah. And you scratch it, and then all of a sudden it goes from being really perverse to fuck, that really, really hurts. And by that point, you've damaged your skin, and you're probably bleeding, and all of that lot. Acrylic nails, because they are ever so slightly thicker, and acrylic is, funny, believe it or not, softer than your own natural nail, and my nails are very, very thin, right? My technician prides herself on making very thin acrylic tips, okay? And that's how thin my nails are. Even though they are quite thin, it is the difference, I suppose, let me find it, between scratching with a palette knife, okay, not sharp, but sharp enough, or scratching with a bone folder. It's rounder and it's wider and it causes less damage. Now, think about it. When you use one of these, or one of the pen type ones, the Teflon ones, to score, if you're into arts and crafts, to score on your scoreboard, you very rarely rip paper open with one of these. If you was to score with one of these, you'd rip the fucking paper. Your skin's the same. Your skin is paper, okay? So getting acrylic nails means that, yes, I still scratch, but I'm not causing as much damage. I'm not cutting my skin. I'm not bleeding. I very rarely bleed. That was, I caught it on my shoe cupboard the other night going to bed because I'd moved the cupboard a bit. It is now in place, but it's not in place. I know exactly how I'm going to put it up, and my neighbour Gary is going to come and fit it on Monday for me. He came over yesterday to have a look, and he was like, yeah, we need to cut a little bit out because the plug's in the way. So yeah, it's I know how I'm going to do it now, so it's fine. But yeah, I caught it going to bed the other night. Fuck, that hurt. So yeah, you want to see my new desk? It's in place and I've sorted it. I've yet to move all my shit over, which is what I'm going to be doing today. So basically what's going to happen is I have to clear this desk off. So everything has to come off and has to go onto the floor. Then I'm going to take the legs off of this desk. Well, I'll take this desk off of the calyx unit. It's only held on with a couple of like brackets. I don't know if you can see that, hang on. It's held on with these brackets here. Okay, so you just unscrew them and then it just lifts away. And then what I would do is I would take these legs off, the two, one either side, and they will go in the middle of my new desk, because my new desk is half again as long, and there's Alex drawers at either end, but there's nothing in the middle. And obviously as I start to pile shit on top, it's gonna start bowing, because these IKEA desks are hollow. They're not solid wood, okay? So if you buy one thinking that's solid wood and I can draw through it, you can't, okay? They are hollow. Excuse me. They are hollow, which is why you can lift them on your own, you know? So these legs will then go on that desk, and then I can put all my shit on the desk. I will be putting my Mac on it and that TV, because I'm going to be moving this calyx unit to over there, and then my little charity shop chair that I got a couple of years ago, that basically ends up with shit piled on top of it, because, you know, at the moment it is just storage while I shift everything around. That's going to go where this calyx unit is. So this area here is opposite my new desk, so the Mac will go one corner on top of one Alex drawer desk situation, and then the TV is going to go on the other corner, and then I will be able to sit in my little chair when Daryl's in there watching Pokemon and shit that I don't want to watch. And if I'm not stepping or sat at my desk doing so, I can sit in my wee chair and put the TV on. and I will be able to see it across the room, because the TV is bigger than the Mac, even though I could probably just watch on the Mac, which I may try for starters. I may try that for starters, just to see how it works, because ideally I want to clear off this table a little bit, because it's a sewing table and that's what I want to use it for. But my printer's on here, and I would really like my printer to go one side of that desk as well, but I don't want to fill my desk up with equipment. The idea is to have room to work on it. So yeah, would you like to see the desk? It is in place and it is done. So there you go, look at that. Now, I had a little bit of a situation where I measured, okay? I measured. This was the only thing I did fucking measure. Admittedly, I didn't measure until I had the tabletop, but I did measure it. That distance there, that tabletop is 200 centimetres long. The distance between that window frame and that window frame is 200 centimetres long. So, guess what happened? It didn't fit, basically, is what happened. I got it all into place on that side, and it looked great. And then I went to slide it into place that side. Excuse me. Just in case I don't edit that bit out. I went to slide it into place that side, and as you can see, it didn't go well. And I was furious, because by this point it was midnight, and I had my 2 drawers in place and all that, and it didn't fit. So I asked Gary's opinion, and I said, do you think I'd just a bit of sandpaper? And he was like, yeah, sand it all away and go at it. Well, it was taking ages as well to sand it, so I got a flat screwdriver, because this one is quite like sharp at the end. So I used it as a chisel, and I actually did chisel away a little bit here, and then I sandpapered it, and then I put this on top and I banged it with a fucking hammer until it went down. Now, the funny thing is, it's not actually sitting on the Alex drawers. Okay? It is sitting on the windowsill. So I can pull these Alex drawers out if I wanted to. So what I've done is I've pulled the table forward a little bit, because it was originally sitting on this windowsill as well. But my lamp goes here. So I need to give it a bit of space at the back so that my lamp will fit. And also I want to fit, what was it I wanted to fit? I wanted to fit something else to that window frame, so that there's not any shaking, like my cameras and that, because, you know, when you work on a desk, yeah. So yeah, it is now in place. All I'm going to do, the trouble is, nothing in an old house is even, is it? It's all wobbly. The other problem I've got as well is, as you can see, I can't move the Alex units over anymore. So the holes in the tops of the Alex units don't line up with the holes in the bottom of the desk. So I can't actually fix the desk to the Alex units, which is a bit of a pain, and it is, and you know, it's not a huge big deal. Let me just get down and show you. So that is, I've got that tiny gap under there. And as you can see, it's smaller that side, because I don't have the legs in place. So it's bowing at the moment, ever so slightly. But as you might be able to see, can you see those holes? That's where the legs are going to attach. Now I can either attach one there and one the other side, or I can get a bigger leg and attach it in the middle. But I figured, because I already have those 2 legs over there, I'm going to use those. Now, yes, it does mean that I will have a leg in the middle there, which might bug the fuck out of me, but it will make that desk more secure. And I know what I'm like. I put loads of shit on, that's why I've got shit everywhere. I put loads of stuff on a desk. So I'm going to move everything over, but it will also mean that I can then sort out the little Alex unit, that one, and use it for better storage than what I'm currently using. You know, I've just done loads of maintenance and I look like shit. I can use it, I can utilise the storage better. And then once my little chair has been moved, I can utilise the storage in the big Calyx better. That's my plan. I am thinking eventually with that big Calyx unit that I'm going to put more of those boxes in, and then you just can't see the shit that's there. I don't know. it would look neater with more of those boxes in, but then some of that stuff is, you know, I've got books and stuff, so where would I put that? But I just think if I had boxes, it would just look neater. So, I don't know. So anyway, that's the plan. This is like the 3rd week of vlogging, and I haven't yet uploaded anything. Part of me is thinking just do it all in one fucking go, but that would annoy me. So I'm going to have to sit down. Once I've moved everything, I'm going to sit down and start actually working on getting this all up on the internet. But I need to move everything on his desk first. So yeah, Daryl says it's going to help. Yay. The only trouble with that is that his room is a complete and total shit tip, and I want him to tidy that as well. So it's going to be one of those days where we argue a lot about what he's doing. So eventually I would like to decorate in here, because we decorated when I moved back in here, and I went with what my mother said and I painted it cream, and I don't like it. It looks almost yellow, and I don't like yellow. Never have done. But we painted it cream. And in a way it does go, but we also had 2 kittens at the time. And they ruined the paper. They absolutely trashed it. Everywhere they could reach. Basically the wallpaper's ruined until about halfway up. It's fucked. But wherever the kittens could reach. And we locked them in this room at night, so that they weren't, because I know what kittens are like. They tear around the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just not prepared to do that when I had a 7-month-old baby as well. So we shut them in this room. They ruined the carpet, they ruined the wallpaper, they just fucked it. And I would like to redecorate, but I'm like, it'll be so much work. But would it? I would have to pull the big unit forward a little bit, but I could get behind it. Because I'm actually quite good at wallpapering, blowing my own trumpet, but I'm actually quite good at wallpaper. I wallpapered this room initially, you know, and I think once I've sorted everything out and made it a little bit tidier, it'd be easier to do. Couldn't do it at the moment. There's too much shit in it. But yeah. Of course, the trouble is I'd have to strip the wallpaper first. I hate stripping wallpaper. It takes so long. So long. But yeah, I mean, I'll show you. And it looked great until they did this. That completely fucked it. You know? So I would have to move that unit forward enough so that I can get behind it. It would be possible to do. We'll have to see. Right, I'm going to go and actually get dressed, because it's about 12:30 and I need to get dressed and do my teeth and actually get going on the day. Yes, so yeah, the videos are coming, you guys, and you know, by now when you get around to this one they're up, but yeah, they're coming. I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed by it all. Actually, I haven't been doing today in my brew journal simply because I am stressed out with what's going on in my house. My dog is stressed out because her eyesight is getting worse and worse and worse, and I'm moving shit around, which is doing her head in a little bit. She complete freaks about going in the kitchen, because the kitchen is currently storage for a lot of stuff that should be in my office. It was in the middle of the floor, which is another reason why I need to get the office done, so that the dog can feel comfortable in there, because that's her favourite spot. But she's freaking out because she can't see, and it's, you know, it's doing her head in a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, my shoe unit is going to go here, but we've moved it along a little bit now, so that the space there is bigger, because I caught my arm on that corner the other night. Also, I wanted to move it because that will end up getting fucked with people brushing past it so much. I might get one of those protective see-through silicone baby protector things just to go on that corner. Yeah, but this is the situation at the moment. I have a double socket down there, which my phone and my internet router both plug into. Now, what I've done is I've added a little extension cord down there, and I've plugged it on the inside one. Right, so the outside one is plain, and put that unit right up against. I wish I could take that out, but my fuse board and that's inside. I can still access the plug simply by opening it. So I can still get to it, which is really, really good. So if I need to unplug that, I can do so in a hurry, because I was originally going to put it in the outside one and not move it up quite as far, but then I thought of this last night. So what I might do is get one of those plug blank things to go in that one, just for safety's sake, more than anything else. It doesn't matter if, you know, the cabinet turns the plug on, because it'll have one of those plastic plug things. So I'm gonna ask my daughter actually if she's got one, although I'm not seeing her before Monday, which is when Gary's coming back to do this. So yeah, I'll have to have a think on that. I might just go and buy some over the week. I'm sure they do them in Poundland or something. So yeah, the top drawer's not in place yet, simply because Gary needs access to those bits to screw it to the wall. But yeah, once we've cut off a little bit of the cabinet to accommodate the plug socket and a little bit of the other side to accommodate the skirting board, we can then fix this in place, and it's done. It's like, yes! I desperately want to paint my hallway. I had my hallway decorated a couple of years ago with this beautiful leafy wallpaper. I'd love to have my home entirely white, but obviously I've got a 6-year-old boy, and, you know, the 6-year-old boys end up doing shit like this simply by touching it. So, you know, I need to paint it because it looks filthy. It's beautiful wallpaper, I love it, but it needs painting, and I detest painting. So, yeah. But yeah, where he leans on the wallpaper as he comes downstairs, grubby marks, and then, like, I don't even know what this is. I don't even want to know what this is. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm getting there. The house is starting to look how I want it to look, which is awesome. It really is awesome. I do want to paint my office, and I want to paint it white because I like white. I really do. It's clean and it looks nice. My mum doesn't, and when I moved in here, we argued about it. And in the end, she was like, oh, why don't compromise, get cream? And I don't know why I agreed, because I don't fucking like it. It looks yellowy. It looks crap. I'd rather have gone for this colour. This is like sand. I wish I'd gone for that rather than cream. Cream just looks... It looks like it started out white and then you had a smoking party in there and tar. You changed the colour of the wallpaper. This, at least, I like this colour. This sort of sandy... You know, I wish I'd gone for this down there. But it's a very dark room. It doesn't get much in the way of sun, and I want it bright. So yeah, another thing I want to do is get fairy lights in there, strung about, just to pretty it up a little bit, you know. I've got a little bit of bunting on one wall. I've also got some daisy bunting that I got in Sainsbury's ages ago and is sitting in a box on my desk, that I want to put that up somewhere. And once I've moved everything about and taken out that little desk, I'll be able to actually get to the walls. This is why I don't put anything up, because I can't actually touch any of the walls in my office because there's stuff in front of all of them. So yeah, that's the general idea anyway. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I wish I could afford to do it all in one go. I really do, but I can't. You know, I'm a single mum and I don't work. Basically, I afford to do this by step bet. So yeah, step bet, for those of you that don't know, you join it. Well, you don't even have to join. That's the really good thing about it. If you join it, you can play more games, but if you don't actually pay a membership fee, you can play 2 games at once, and you bet on yourself. Okay, so you go in, it's usually $40 a game or thereabouts, for a standard game, which is 6 weeks, and they calculate how many steps you need to do it, and it's based on what you've done before, so it shouldn't be too much, but it does go up every game you do. So you bet on yourself $40, and if you're still in it at the end, you get your $40 plus a little bit more back. Yeah, sometimes you only get a couple of dollars, sometimes you get quite a lot. It depends on how many drop out, because if you drop out, you don't get your money back. So if you don't meet the targets that they give you, you don't get your money back. So what I do is I pay my $40, and then I normally play like a standard game where you have to do 4 days to get green, as I call it, which is just a normal day. I think currently at the moment it's 12,000 something steps. And then you have 2 power days where you have to add a couple of thousand steps on. And they tell you what you've got to do, and it ticks it off for you each day that you do it. And it's great, you know. And then, of course, people drop out where they don't meet their target, something happens, whatever. So you get a share of their $40. Basically, that's how it works. If you choose to do like one of their marathons, which is a power up day every day for like 6 weeks, it's more money, you know, but it is hard work. You can do a maintainer game, which basically means you do the same amount of steps you did in your last game. So if your first game was, you know, 10,000 steps on a green day and 12,300 steps on a power up day, on a maintainer, you would do the same. So you would do 4 days at 10,000 and then 2 days at 12,300. Or you can do a recovery game. And a recovery game actually reduces the amount of steps you do, because where they keep adding it on, obviously you're doing more and more steps. So if you do a recovery game, it actually takes 1,000 or so off. And you can do a couple of recovery games in succession to bring your goals down again, and then you start again, building them up. So yeah, you know, you pay the money, and then they keep hold of the money for you until you ask for a payout, and you have it like within a day or so. Now, I'm a member, which means I pay $50 a month, and I can do more than, it's either 1 or 2 games, I don't know. I think I can do 3 or 4 games. And I've got 3 games on the trot at the moment, and 2 are just normal membership games, and 1 is a recovery game. And so in a couple of weeks, I'm going to get $120 plus probably about another $15 on top. And all I do when I win it is I leave it in my account with them, and I usually just use the $40 to bet on a new game. And I just keep doing that over and over and over and over again. And I tell you what, after a while you look at it and you go, fucking hell, I've got $80. Do you know what I mean? So then all you do is you hit a button saying requesting payout, and they plonk the whole lot in your PayPal account, which is great. Or in your bank account, the method in which you use to pay, you know. And that's how I've been able to afford my furniture. So that's been really, really good, you know, because I don't feel then like I'm, you know, shorting us by buying stuff for the house. It's taking longer to do. But, you know, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? So, yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. It's starting to look how I want it to. Starting to look. I'm starting to put my own stamp back on it. I grew up in this house, and I lived here until Alex was nearly 2. And then I moved down the road to the big house, and I lived down there for 14 odd years. And my sister lived in here. And in some ways, this still feels like my sister's stamp, because like this wallpaper, for example, she put this up. I think we just painted it when we moved in, because this room and Daryl's room are the same colour, and I know we painted Daryl's room. So I'm pretty sure we did this room as well. We just put paint up just to neaten it up, because we couldn't afford, we had to get new carpets through, and we couldn't afford to re-wallpaper the entire house. And we wanted to move in, you know. But yeah, we re-wallpapered the master bedroom, my office. I think that was all we did when we first moved in. And the cats ruined it within weeks. I was so pissed off. So in some ways, it still feels a bit like it's my sister's house. Do you know what I mean? Even though it was my house first. But, you know, that's just how it goes. So, yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. The ceilings have been artexed, and I can't decide whether I like it or not. I don't think we artexed this room. I know the master bedroom was artexed when I was young. I know that we had that done. My mum had that done. And the guy who did it, he used this really nice thick artex, and it looked beautiful. But I don't think I did this one. I think Julie did this. And she also had the hallway downstairs done, and it looks awful, because it's cracked in a few places where the house has settled over the years. yeah, the house had major subsidence when we bought. We didn't know, and the surveyor didn't pick it up, so we got to sue, and we had to have the house underpinned. But of course, it moves over time, and yeah, it's cracked downstairs, and it looks a bit crap, really. But I don't know how difficult it would be to get rid of the Artex thing downstairs. I'd keep it up here. It's, you know, it's, I don't know if you can see that. It's okay. It's fine. It's neat and tidy, so it looks okay. Down in the hallway, it just looks shit. So I want to get there's me scratching again. So I want to get somebody in to, I don't know, skim it over or something. I don't know if that can be done. We'll just have to see. Anyway, I've babbled enough. I'm going to go and get dressed and brush my teeth and get on with my day. Really? Yes. See you later. I've got absolutely nothing done. I have not done my office. I've been sat on my ass. Well, I've been doing a bit of stepping, watching YouTube, but I've also been maintaining my dreads. I had so much loose hair, especially under there. You see that little baby one there? Did you see it? That's my little baby one. Yeah, I had so much loose hair. So I just spent the afternoon pulling in and trying to redefine my sections. So yeah, now we're gonna have takeaway because why the fuck not? It's always got to look worse before it looks better, right? Right? Oh God, the room looks like a fucking shit tip now. I've got bits of stuff everywhere. I can't move for crap. It looks worse than it did before I started. But the desk is set up. I could only use one leg because the way the bottom of the legs are, like that, there was only holes for one under there. So I've actually got a spare leg, which is quite good. But yeah, the computer is now in place with my lamp, house phone, baby monitor, Daryl's monitor, and everything there. I've got a load of crap over there that I need to sort out into the drawers, yay. And then I want to sort out everything that's in those drawers because those drawers could essentially go. I've had those drawers so long, and maybe even that little set of drawers as well. Then I can get this calyx unit moved and tidied, the desk tidied. I want the printer to come off and go over on the main desk now, tidy up that area, and then I can then, last but not least, tidy the chair and move the chair. I haven't yet moved the TV. The TV is still up there, mainly because it's awkward to get to. So, yeah, but we're getting that. I don't know what I'm going to do about these. You know? Don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm not sure yet. Stuff in that. I like the way those are set up, you know? The one under the washi tower, that one has got like all my paper and scrapbooking type stuff in, and the other's just got ephemera and bits and pieces of crap in. I could empty that into one of the drawers, into one of the Alex drawers, but I don't know that I'm gonna. There's a lot more light over here. I tied my curtains up out of the way, so the sun sets over that way, so I'll get a lot more light. Yeah, I'm worn out, I'm knackered, so I'm not going to do any more today. I might do today in my Boo journal in a minute, just so that I can see it all. Get Daryl up to bed because it's late. And basically all the little odds and sods, we just chucked it all in that box. So my phone stand, my bobble heads are all in there. I keep wiping the table because of the dust. I'm like, I've got a nice white table. So yeah, I haven't yet set up my down camera, so you know I need to check that I've plugged them in the right way round, because I did actually label them at one point, so that, yeah, cam 1 and cam 2, so that when I'm like looking for a camera, I know which camera I'm looking for. You know, if I want to FaceTime, then it's cam 1. So yeah, I'm getting there. God, I'm tired. I've got to move the box over. My lamp actually sits on a box because otherwise it's a bit low down, you know, although I'm inclined to maybe leave it. Don't know. If it's not in the way, I think I might leave it there and somehow jury rig the webcam. to attach to it. I don't know. My mind is working. The bloody lamp leans forward though, which is really annoying because it's knackered basically. And it leans forward and it touches the desk. So every time I move on the desk, the lamp will move. And if I attach the webcam, which is how it used to be, to the lamp, then it's gonna vibrate every time I move. And obviously I don't want that. So yeah. Right, now all I've got to do is set up the angle of my FaceTime camera to make sure that's all correct. Set this up and get this all figured out, and then I can relax. I don't even know where my journal is. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over there. So yeah, not good. Hello YouTube. It is, God, what day is it? It's Sunday. It's Sunday, the 1st of August. I'm really behind. I haven't set up my journal or anything, but I've been sorting my craft room. We're nearly there. We are nearly there. So as you can see, the washing now lives in the corner. My chair is in the corner. This is where the unit that had my desk coming out of it used to be. So I'm going to go to the door and I'm going to show you. Now, please bear in mind that I am still working on it. There's bits and pieces that still need to go away. We've got to decide whether we're going to move the dog's bed or not, because, you know, it might freak her out a bit where she's a bit blind. So bear with me. Now, the way it used to be before was that this unit was over where that chair is, and there was a desk sticking out of said unit. Well, this unit is now here. That chair used to be here, and there was just loads of crap piled in front of it. That chair is not staying there. That will eventually tuck under the little sewing table there. Okay, the sewing table still needs to be cleared off. So yeah, this Calyx unit is now here, and this is where it will stay. That trolley is not going to stay there. That is going to be moved. Those drawers are going. Okay, I've got 2 sets of rainbow drawers, and these drawers, which my daughter's going to have. The washi tower was on top, and that's now been moved over there. There's my chair, all cleared off, ready to use. And look, I had a little electric fan heater type thing that was behind my desk and everything else that I never got to use. There is my Freddie canvas. He's still wrapped in bubble wrap. Carl bought him for my birthday several years ago, and I've never had anywhere to put him, so he's balanced there. And that was Stuart's personalised number plate off of the last car he owned. So yeah, I haven't cleared that area yet, okay, because my wheel needs, well, that sewing machine needs to find somewhere to live, because that's not one that I use. I've got one here on my desk. So I may well sell that. I'm sort of thinking about it. I've got some Lignocell there because my snake needs clearing out, and then I will clear that space, and then the wheel will probably just go back against that shelving bit there. Okay, so there's my desk in all its glory. The drawers have been filled to within an inch of their life. That grey thing is a laundry bin. I use that as my regular bin. It's usually got a bin bag in it, but that is out in the hallway because it's full. So yeah, my desk literally fits that window, and those 2 drawer units at either end are full of everything that was in my rainbow drawers and all the other drawers. I also tidied up and rearranged some of the big Calyx unit. This is great because it's actually given, I've got an empty I've got an empty cube up there, which is sort of like, oh my god, you know. And if I tidied up properly, I could have another one down there behind the dog, you know. So if I tidy it up a lot more and probably got rid of some shit, then I would actually have a load more space. I have today filled up 2 refuse sacks and thrown them away, which is, it's a really big thing for me, because I don't throw things away. I'm not a hoarder. I don't have, like, you've seen my houses and, you know, filled to the rafters full of shit. I mean, I've got friends who are hoarders and it's distressing. I'm not like that, thankfully, but I do tend to keep stuff because I might use it. But no, I've gone through and gone, do you know what, I've not looked at that in however long, throw it away. I've not looked at that in however long, let's throw that away. And I'm really trying. I've thrown away so much stuff and it's freaking me out because it's all out there in the bin, and I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, as you can see down here, I've got like an area, so I can put things here if I want as well. Originally, when we first had this all put in, this runs basically all the way along. It's all one big thing. It was custom built for us, as were these units up here. They were custom built for us by my dad's best friend Colin, and these have been here. We bought the house in 84 and we had these units put in a year, maybe 2 years later. So they've been up here for a good, 30 odd years, 40 odd years, and they're still doing great, So what I want to do is obviously clear up the space there, and then I can use it as stuff for me. Originally, my dad's stereo went there, and it was one of those really old stereos, where a hi-fi stacking system they were, and you had the turntable on the top, and it had two tape decks and all that kind of thing, because my dad loved his music. So yeah, that's an area there that I've got that I can use as well. So I'm getting there. The only thing is my spinning, if I could, I'd put my spinning wheel there, but it won't fit. It's too tall, which is a bit of a shame, because I would just plonk it in there out of the way, but yeah, it won't fit. So the only other shame as well is that shelf, there was one on the other side, but my sister, when she lived here, took it out, which really bugged me, because if that shelving unit, if there was still one of those shelves under that wall unit over there, I could have put those washi over there and they would have been a lot nearer my desk. Now they're like the other end of the room, which means they won't get used, because I know what I'm like, so I can't be bothered to go up and get washi, But then, like Callie said, maybe that's a good thing, it'll, force you to get up when you're tired and that, which, yeah, maybe it will, I don't know. So yeah, I think tomorrow it'll all be done. I've been working on it pretty much all afternoon. I'm tired and very, very hungry now, because it's 20 to 6 and Darryl and I haven't eaten dinner yet. So yeah, I'm gonna look into doing some dinner, and we'll go from there. I might get this done tonight. That's my aim. I want to get it done tonight. Callie's coming to pick up the drawer units tomorrow. She definitely wants the 2 rainbow drawers, possibly one of, if not both, of the 2 little drawers, which would be fucking awesome if she takes them, because then it will save me having to think of what to do with them. Because if I put them somewhere else, I'm just going to fill them up, because I do that, I was really pissed off when we lived in Romsey, because I had no storage space at all, and all my craft stuff was in a cupboard underneath the stairs, and that was it. We had no shelves, we had no display things. There was one cupboard under the stairs and one cupboard at the top of the stairs, and that was it, and that was all I had. And my bedroom didn't have any cupboards, it didn't, so all my clothes went in the cupboard at the top of the stairs. The other 2 rooms both had storage, but mine didn't. It was a smaller room, and it was like, oh my god, we've got no storage. And you know what? I didn't have crap except for my stash, my yarn and fibre stash, and that all lived in the big cupboard under the stairs. I even had this table, my sewing table was even in the doorway, and so if I wanted stash, I had to climb under my table to get to my yarn and fibre. And every few months we'd get it out and tidy it all up and put it all back in, and then I'd go in and root around to find something, mess it all up again. It's funny, isn't it? But I didn't have all this crap that I was constantly hunting for somewhere to put, And it's like, I look at it all and I think, do you know what, you should get rid of that, you should get rid of that, you should get rid of that. You don't use it. But then I'm like, I can't. So I've made really good progress today and yesterday. My son Kyle helped me move that Calix unit over. Yeah, he sort of did a lot of lifting and all that lot, so bless him. I took the desk off by myself, which I was really proud of, and set up the other desk. And I did all of that desk all by myself, so I'm really, really proud of that. He helped me move the Calix, and anything big that needed moving, basically he helped. Most of what was out in the hallway is away now, I think. Let's just have a look. Yeah, everything that was in the hallway is away, and the stuff that's in the kitchen could go other places. The only thing I need to put away is my camera. My camcorder. They really need to go somewhere. pissing down. I put laundry out this morning. It's now sitting there waiting to go in the tumble dryer because it fucking rained. It was beautiful. It was blue skies and sunshine and it looked fucking great. Now it's grey and windy and raining. So I'm going to shut my door because it's depressing. So yeah, there we go. We are nearly there. And once I've sort of tidied up the mess that, you know, was in the hallway because I had nowhere else to put it, it'll actually look amazing. And that's the whole idea of it. See, my camera can go up there in that empty calyx cube. So my camera equipment can all go up there. My tripod is currently on top of the washing machine because, you know, but I've got a couple of cube units here that I could tidy up. You know, I'm looking at sort of 2 or 3 that if I tidied them up would give me a lot more space. So that's what I think I need to do next. But the dog hates it. She's in her bed now. She hates when I tidy up around her because she doesn't know what I'm doing and she freaks. So, yeah. Anyway, right. We're getting there, everybody. Yay us. So I hope you feel proud of yourselves because we are doing a really, 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 really good job. She says. But yeah, I have so much stuff. It's been a bit of a shock that I have as much stuff. I've actually got an empty drawer. I didn't realise that. Oh well, I will fill that up. The only other issue I've got as well is that I don't now know where everything is. And I can't find it all. Do you know what I mean? So I have to keep opening drawers to look for something. That's a partially empty drawer as well. So yeah, I'm doing well on that side. Where is that little white pot? Because it's got a watch strap in it and I need that. Yes. God help me. I've also got a photo frame thing that I need to set up somewhere. I've literally been moving it around the house. There it is. Has it got the watch? Yes, it has. Sorry, Callie's going to borrow my old Fitbit. And I had a sudden horrible thought that I'd thrown the strap away, but I hadn't. Found it. So I'm going to go and charge that while I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's coming together and I'm really pleased with the way it looks. I might even get a rug in there, do you know what I mean? And see how that goes. So yeah, I will see you a bit later on. Have fun. I'm done. It's finished. Well, I still haven't sorted out the sewing table, but everything else is done. So would you like to see it? Of course you would. So as you come in the door, you have my calyx unit, my sewing table, which I'll tidy tomorrow because quite frankly I'm knackered. That corner also needs to be tidied properly and my Star Wars picture turned around the right way. There's Freddie. And my fireplace still works. Don't worry, that's just lights. It's not a fire. I haven't got the fire on in the middle of the summer, don't worry. There's my wheel there. That's all been cleaned up. There's my desk. There's just a few little bits on top that need to be done. That's out because I was just messing around down there. But that's all done. I've managed to make some spaces. My spare sewing machine is in that calyx unit. So yeah, and literally the only thing I have not put away, there's your Hannah cloth on the Mac, is a couple of paper pads. That's it. That is literally it. And they're still in the kitchen. So there's paper pads, my GoPro kit, and the arms to my skein winder. That's all that's got to go away. I've thrown away so much stuff. And I'm still like about it, but there we go. The room looks great. The dog is tough to bit. She keeps getting out, just laying in the middle of the floor, which is really good. So yeah, it looks good. I'm in love. Let's just hope I can keep it this way. The desk has already gone. I gave it away on a Facebook group called Freebay for the Isle of Wight, and I advertised it on 2 such groups. Within 15 minutes, some bloke messaged me and he was like, "Have you still got it?" I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, can I have it?" I said, "Yeah, of course you can." So he was like, "Yes, And him and his wife come and picked it up, and I said, you do know you need another leg for it? And he said, yeah, that's fine. I said, I'll give it a wipe. And he was like, oh, brilliant. I said, I've also got my cable catcher. I don't know where they are. I bought a load of cable catchers. I showed you guys. Oh, they're on the desk. You stick them to the edge of your desk, and then you run your phone cable up through it. And because lightning cables are so thin on the end, they always slide off the desk. So I stuck one to that old desk, and she was like, oh, brilliant. She was like, that's really cool. They're so useful. And yeah, they went away happy. So fantastic. I am so tired. My back is killing me. I'm going to tidy up this desk tomorrow, the sewing table next to me, and this little corner. I don't dare throw anything else away. My bin men are going to go into decline if I do. I've filled up my black bin. I have no more room in the black bin. I really hope it's this week they're collecting, but I've got a funny feeling it's not. I think it's recycling this week, which means I'm fucked because I have no more room in my black bin. So I'm going to have to sneak up and down the road next week and find somebody with an empty black bin. So yeah, but there we go. It looks so good. I'm so pleased with how it looks, you know. I mean, that chair doesn't quite go under the table because there's stuff underneath it, like all my sewing stuff's underneath it. But you know what? I don't really care about that. It's fine. I'm really glad I've discovered that other empty drawer. Could you have imagined if I hadn't found it? Because it basically means that everything that is on my desk, I can just go and shove it all in the drawer out of the way, which is great. I actually have quite a lot of space in those drawers, and my makeup has taken up one of them because I keep accumulating more. I have got a Birchbox to open as well, so I'm thinking what I might do tonight, because I am absolutely no fucking way ready to do a today in my boo journal, because I haven't set up August and it's August 1st. So what I'm thinking is that I could open a Birchbox, which has been sat here for a couple of weeks waiting to be opened, or I'm gonna edit and get one of the vlogs up tonight, I think, as well. I've still got my digital and analog tracking that needs to go up, but you know, that's going to take some editing, that, because I need to do a lot of split screening on that. It's just going to be a bit of a pain. So yeah, but yeah, I might actually get a couple of vlogs up tonight. That'd be handy. I'm going to watch Johanna Clough and do a bit of stepping, because I haven't done any, and it's 8:40 and I've done like 4,000 steps. So I want to do some moving about to get it, you know, get my steps up and ready. But my back aches because I've been moving and lifting and bending and straightening, and yeah, but I'm really glad that desk's already gone. That's fab. Tomorrow Gary's coming to do the shoe cupboards, and Callie's coming to pick up the drawer units. An old speaker system that Stuart gave me and I never used because we never got around to hooking it up. I've stuck that up on FreeBay, and I'm just waiting to see if somebody takes it. If not, I'm going to chuck it out with the bins on Tuesday and see if the binmen take it. We can only hope. What else? Yeah, really, there isn't much else I need to do in here. I'd love to decorate it, but I just don't have the time or the money. I've also got some rolls of wallpaper that I think I could put on FreeBay as well, which is this wallpaper that's on the wall now. I've got two and a half rolls. I'll put that up on Facebook and see if anybody wants it. I've got some more somewhere of the stuff that's out in the hallway, but I can't remember what I've done with it. I'm gonna have to go on a hunt for that and maybe put it all up at once. So yeah, the table next to me won't actually take too long to do because it's just piled up stuff, so it's not too dire. We had a takeaway. I just couldn't be asked to cook. So tired. So there you go. I'm so fucking chuffed with this room, you guys. The dog is happy. She keeps sprawling. Yeah. So there we go.